àwọn ọ̀tá wọ́n ti lọ gbéṣẹ̀ tó ń dí ọ̀nà yẹn fún àwa wọn ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé with or without foundation a máa jà fún Mohbad náà mo máa ń ṣe example ìgbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ justice for Mohbad tá à ń pariwo foundation ni Matthew lórúkọ àbí Martin so say very dark man with all the good job he has done he did not have a foundation until recently. Now are you saying he's done wrong, that he's a bad man for doing all those good things without a certificate? Certificate does not stop you from helping a fellow human being. Now, in the process of trying to get the certificate, which we call registration, you have to talk to people, you have to mobilize friends, you have to mobilize people that think like you, people that believe in the same mission. You have to mobilize them. And mobilizing people does not mean you have committed a crime. The crime in a foundation would be if you have opened a bank account pretending pay ABC Foundation. Oh yeah, that was if you have done launching with the name of the foundation, if you have opened a bank account, and if you've solicited some type of contract in the name, because all those are where the legal level, Timoso, that's where they come in. When you want to do legal things like fundraising, bank account, applying for projects and sponsorship. But the process of mobilizing friends and family and well-wishers, like-minded people, does not constitute a crime. That is the answer to that.
Mr. African TV, answer a question me, but I can saw in this way.
Yes.
I make sure African very dark man lekon. We pay open foundation ownership. But me vividly, I can remember we pay foundation yìí ẹsẹ̀ ń sọ ìmíṣẹ́ mú ọ̀lẹ́ ni pé kò tí wà registered. But then ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí sọ ọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad ẹ ti ń agitate fún owó ń gbà yẹn láti donate fún foundation yìí bí nǹkan tẹ́mi mọ̀ ń gbà yẹn ni o tí n bá correct ẹ sọ fún mi ẹ dúró ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ balẹ̀ tí n bá correct ẹ máa correct mi ṣe get ṣe ẹ má bínú ẹ máa correct mi but
we tell you this morning shoot straight
ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ máa kọ́ mi nǹkan tó
ń bẹ hold on Pisumo, please don't let us turn this thing to a I'm trying to jekuru
no chairman mo mọ̀
I'm not talking to you Pisumo. Hold on what I'm saying is please ẹ jẹ́ kí a yanjú pẹ̀lú ẹnìkan tán we'll come to everybody. Let's be patient. We'll make it short so that people don't count your mouth. Short.
Fireforce, I beg. Am I distracting? Am I just gbàgbé nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ?
Short.
Charity, very dark man nígbà yẹn. Kó tó máa agitate fún support àwọn èèyàn wípé kí wọ́n contribute fún NGO wọn àbí foundation wọn. Ó ti wà registered. Tí gbogbo èèyàn dẹ̀ rí pé ó ti wà registered. Tó tún sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ó yá ẹ lọ wo ní kinní o. Tó dẹ̀ ń wo bọ́. I can remember during that your own. Èmi ò mọ̀ wípé kò tí wà register but ẹ ti ń lọ platform to platform gbà yín pé ẹ ṣe báyìí fún platform yìí o platform tèmi tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti wá lo platform yìí yẹn gbà yẹn tí kò dẹ̀ wá registered báyìí like inú àkáǹtì wo ló máa sanwó sí gbà yẹn and that is the this thing tí mo bè lọ ni pé ṣé ó possible kéèyàn máa ní foundation kó dẹ̀ bá kéèyàn dẹ̀ bá bàbá Mohbad ṣe orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí ó ṣe yẹn. And that is it.
Thank you. Pizu, you are absolutely wrong. And mi ò fẹ́ pè ní liar o. Mi ò fẹ́ liar because it will sound harsh. Tó bá gbé fídíò jáde, ibi tí AfricanTv ti sọ pé put money in this foundation account for me, then I will not call you a liar. Because wait, let me land, please. Me interrupt. Don't do this.
Yeah, please talk.
You and nobody in the world has ever heard me saying, put money in this foundation account for AfricanTv.
But people are agitating that let's support Africa.
Sir, wait. If you interrupt me, I will drop. I don't have time for arguments.
Pisumo, you have asked your question. You understand the question. Let him respond,
okay,
please.
Okay, sir.
Please.
Sorry.
Go on, please.
Not you, not anybody and not even me myself can produce any evidence of African TV saying this is a foundation account, put money for the foundation. There is no such thing. You just laid a foundation full of lies claiming that African TV is agitating for money for foundation.
Okay, I'm
Now
sorry.
I will
my
draw
bad,
you.
but
I will
let's
draw you
move
back. Wait,
on.
I will draw you back to the beginning of how I got into this movement. I got into this movement legally with a binding MOU with Baba Mohbad, and that MOU says to create a foundation in the memory of Mohbad. And we're still in the process of creating that foundation. To impregnate a woman does not mean you already have a baby. If you already have a baby, you can say, give me money to feed my baby. But when you don't have a baby yet and you're pregnant, you can say you want to eat. You are not the baby. So African TV has never solicited money for any foundation of African TV. African TV does not have a foundation account. Up till tomorrow, we don't have a foundation account. So all that your statement is nothing but misconception. Maybe you didn't understand whatever you thought you heard, or maybe people have given you this wrong narrative that you just said.
You just cleared me now. So and I go with that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to okay, Mo. Everybody, I want to push it.
Chairman, Emma Binu, Chairman. Koko of the matter from my point has been relayed to people.
Yes.
I will be in the comments enjoying the rest of the day.
Hold on,
Can I talk?
I think Yomi is here now.
Hold on. Can we just take 5 minutes? Hold on before you go. 5 minutes before you go, please. Please, does anybody?
Please.
Okay, love me. Who is that? Love me more.
Chairman Romi.
Hold on, love me more. Prince Labi, hold on. Love me more came in. Just kókàn jẹ́ bí word of advice or something. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká lọ sí gbogbo background history. Word of advice and way forward, please. Make sure kí ẹ jọ. Love me more. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone, and compliments of the season. Happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy Easter.
The thing in this justice for Mohbad is there is a lot of us who don't come up on the platform and talk. We are just by the window to listen. And I have to say, the way it is in my head, the way I've been saying it, if whatever I'm going to say it offend African TV, before I start, I apologize, but I'm going to say what I've been observing.
Okay.
From the beginning of this African TV and your miss issue, African TV, the people you refuse to mention, and you mentioned even Paparano, these are the people who has been backing you up, even when this justice movement turned you down. They were your full supporters. And when this Yomi issue started, I could remember vividly, they were advising you, stay your lane, do your thing, let this man do his own. At the end of the day, we might meet at the same point. You refuse. Whatever Tunisco said is 100% correct. You were just banging on this man and he never replied you. That is the honest truth. The thing is, for this settlement, maybe you didn't know what you were doing. If you said it, we all want peace because we are heading to one place. Just be honest to yourself. Apologies will not take anything from you and it settles it. But if there is always arguing, this one is claiming rights, that one is claiming rights, we are moving nowhere. That woman, you refuse to mention her name. Aries, I will mention her name. These were your backup, your backbone. And you don't forget people that have supported you when people were rejected, when people rejected you. These people were advising you, you bluntly refused. You were just going after Yomi. We don't know what went wrong, but you see, in this platform, if there is a vote for African TV and Yomi will be 99.9. Because everybody, it's not hate, but it's just people were saying, do your thing, we'll support you. Yomi do his own, we'll support, we'll meet at the same point. But no, and that was in that petition they were advising you, stop. You petition. No, you might say it in a very subtle way, but people are listening. You see, when you say, even what I'm saying, everybody or each person will interpret it to suit his or her own self. That is what grammar is all about. And we are trying to achieve a goal, but the way you are responding is, for me, I feel in attacking form. We should look for a way. If there is settlement and you want settlement, I think you should be a good listener, not an argumentative person. There is gain in being a good listener. Are this also between you and Yomi? People actually advise you, stay your lane, but you refuse. And that was where
Madam, you're repeating yourself. Can I respond to you now?
African
Can I
TV,
respond to you?
hold on. Oh, African TV, hold on.
Can you let me
please.
finish?
African
That
TV,
is the
hold
problem
on.
you have. You always jump in to respond.
African
There
TV,
is
hold on,
gain in
please.
being a good
Love
listener.
me more.
Even
Yeah,
the white man
round
says,
up,
in
round
every
up,
rubbish said,
round
there
up,
is
round up,
something good.
round up.
Just listen to what people are saying and just listen and pick the good ones. Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, love me more.
Yeah, again, response. Thank you, madam. First, I think you completely missed one point. I did not speak of Paparano in a negative way. I said Paparano kept saying African TV said he will petition Yomi. And when you begin to say that, people don't understand the context in which I said it. I did not say I'll petition Yomi if he did not produce the video in a negative context. And maybe I said it in Yoruba, I don't even remember, but I've explained it here today severally.
I said maybe you said it in a subtle way. That is English. I said that.
Let me respond to you,
please. Don't let me. Don't let us make it argumentative. Just allow him to respond to your submission, please. Thank you.
Now, in your submission, the most important part is this creating of negative impression that I talked about Paparano. I didn't talk about him in a negative way. I'm bringing what I understand as the genesis of people thinking that I hate Yomi is from that perspective of you reinforcing a comment that was said in a general platform where everybody's airing their opinion, and you now continue to repeat it as if the person has done it, will do it, or intends to do it maliciously. I said, if the video is not produced, I'll petition him. Petitioning him means fighting for the people to get this video. Now, and you keep talking, you said something about the names that you mentioned, that they are fighting for me. Number one, madam, if everybody on this platform does not support me or does not understand me, it doesn't bother me. I didn't come here to get anybody's support. The only support that I need is finally they caught the killer of Mohbad. You that you're talking to me, you may be a suspect. The madam that you're talking about, remember, I had a good relationship with Baba Mohbad until that madam showed up. That madam boastfully said she destroyed the relationship between me and Baba Mohbad. Boastfully recorded on several platforms. Do you think that I think that person is really looking for justice when my intention, my goal is to get justice for Mohbad? Somebody boasting that they destroyed my goal, they are part, even though I know half of it is all mouth, because I know the details, the letters they claim they wrote, they didn't write anything. I still don't have any letter up to tomorrow. So some of the people on social media like you don't really get the whole facts. And that's why I cannot make anybody my enemy.
Thank you.
Because what you hear today, you don't know the genesis and you may not really know the intention of what you're hearing. And nobody can really explain everything on a sitting. So when you're saying the people that I'm talking about, they were my supporter, number one, madam, I did not come for supporters. I came to help Mohbad get justice. And the people that you think are your supporters, madam, take it as advice.
Love me more is okay. Love me more.
Oh my God.
You can't do it alone. A tree does not make a forest.
Love me more, please mute. Love me more, please mute. I plead with you. Please mute.
Lovely more is not understanding.
It's okay, African TV. You have responded.
Let me round up to her. Let me round up response to her. Lovely more. It's not about doing it alone. If I have three people that we work together, we understand each other, we don't misunderstand each other, that's enough in our own department, in our own section of this justice, to do what God will allow us to do.
Okay.
It's not until you get everybody to clap for you, that does not mean you're getting justice. My dear sister, take a word of caution from me. Don't trust anybody in
Thank you,
justice for
African TV.
Mohbad.
Thank you, African
Don't
TV.
trust
for
anybody.
that. Thank you, African TV. Thank you.
Yeah.
IT guy, I recognize you, but just hold on. Prince Labi came before you. So please, let's make it so quick. African TV wants to go. I'm the one that is still delaying him. So Prince
Okay.
Labi, 2 minutes, please.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you for the host of this platform and chairman for people that are looking for way of making peace in justice. I really appreciate everyone. African TV, I cite you. Good morning. All what I just want to say this morning is that money akintori àwíjàre kí tán kó tọ́ lẹ́nu. All what we are trying to do this morning is to make a peace. And then if we are trying to make peace, kò sí èèyàn tó yẹ kó máa sọ pé òun jàre àbí òun jẹ̀bi. Ibi tí a bá ti gbà ṣe ara wa, ká bẹ ara wa, ká dẹ̀ move on. I think African TV, my brother, I've talked to you sometimes ago on this to mediate, between you and Mr. Yomi to see how things will work smoothly, and how everyone will solve the problem that is on ground. So let us look for the source of the problem, and let us find a lasting solution, to have a peace and move on.
Good.
I am just using this medium to appeal to you. I've not been on live for like a 2 weeks right now because I'm very strong. But when I was just throwing through
Your network.
so happy. I was so happy I have to join the live. So please, I'm just seeking your indulgence. I don't want you to say maybe you are right or you are wrong. Don't let us be thinking that anybody is right or anybody is wrong.
Mama T, please
Or
mute.
what?
Mama
Please
T,
help us
please
mute,
mute.
please.
Mama T, please mute. Thank you.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ kí
Network. Oh.
a ṣe ni wípé okay mo jẹ̀bi okay mo jẹ.
Okay. Lenchi, please. I think Yomi is around your corner.
Defend.
Please.
Don't let us be defensive here. Let us just know where we have gone wrong.
Please, Lenchi, check it. I think Yomi is around your corner. Please, if you can locate him. And,
apologize to each other, and
I don't think Yomi has to request. Please, Mr. Yomi, it was okay.
Prince Labi network is failing. Apologies. His network is failing. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Labi. That's a word of advice and a plea. We are really appreciate that. IT guy, please hold on. Just hold on. Mama T, you've been coming up and on. So you can, please, let's just be quick about it. 2 minutes.
Okay. Can you hear me? I'm back. My network is back. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry for that.
Okay.
So my dear brother, African TV, I'm pleading with you. Yeah. You understand? Wherever we can make an amendment, let us make amendment and let us move forward. Don't let us be flogging this issue, please. And to Mr. Yomi, wherever you are, maybe you are listening to me right now, I will appeal to you. You are my brother. I will appeal to you. Everybody have seen one or two things on these justice. Everybody has felt one or those two things on this justice. It is not easy. But for us to have a way forward, we must come together. We must come together and stand together and fight together to achieve one goal together.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prince Labi. Thank you for your word of advice. It's not duly noted. Thank you so much. Mama T, let's have you. Mama T, are you there?
Oreo, give me a few minutes. I'm on the bike as we're speaking. When I
Okay.
get down, I will talk, please.
Okay, thank you. Please, if we say IT guy, I'm coming to you. Lenchi, leave that space for Yomi. Leave that space. Don't bring anybody up. Leave that space for Yomi so that if he comes in, he can occupy the space. Please, if we say we should be everybody masoro, there will be repetition, there will be pleas, there will be admonitions, and there's going to be a lot of repeating the old issues in which Bualati, I think we have heard a lot, and we can, all of us can decipher and pick from each what everybody has said and what African TV has responded. Okay. Please just leave a space for Yomi if he comes around. So IT guy, yes, you met us on this. I'm sure you've heard, and you have one or two things to say. Papa, I wouldn't want to call you because if you're just coming in, just relate with what everybody have said in the past, please. Don't let us reinvent the wheel. So let's just go to IT guy, and please, IT guy, please.
A very good morning
please.
to you.
Let's make it so short.
A very good morning to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir.
My distinguished panelists. Lenchi Baba, welcome back.
Hey, IT guy.
Welcome back. I hope that you stay this time and see this whole course through. I know you've been aggrieved. I know you've been aggrieved in the past, but I actually hope that your landing again on this course is going to be, well, it is useful, but it will be more useful and more meaningful, even better than ever before.
Amen.
I cheer you big time. Now, for me, it's simple, and I will make it really simple. Me, I say it as it is. I'm no advocate for anyone. If I need to call Yomi out, I do. If I need to congratulate him, I do. Same thing, African television, I will be his number one critique, and I will be the same guy that will give it to him if he's needed. Now, I'll tell you a very short story some times ago when African television was at loggerheads with Mr. Joseph Aloba. I was the one that actually came out with a plea, went to so many platforms. I eventually engaged with Gurexi to take it to Mr. Joseph Aloba to find a way to call a truce on the matter. Gurexi promised I will do something about it. The next thing we heard about it was they were in court, and we actually understand how that kind of, turned out. Now, everyone that's contributed so far, comment section, tapping as many times as you can, we've all been useful to this platform since it was open, and I've been listening for hours. Chairman is actually right about the fact that we're going around in circle and we ended up with repetitions. Now, my own plea to African television and Yomi today, if you guys are indeed seeking justice, I would like a situation, I don't have to be part of it, maybe Chairman just takes Yomi and African television into the green app and find a resolution, call a truce on the matter, let both parties actually agree to go their separate ways, at the same time support each other if it needs be. Let's wipe this slate clean. Let's be useful to the cause and actually understand that if we keep seeking this division and we are divisive in our thoughts, we then end up in a position where we are creating another divide where people are supporting African TV, people are castigating Yomi, and vice versa. So I think the right thing to do at this point will be simply let these two people, Chairman, please moderate it, just the three of you. Find a way to get these two people to join you on the green app and just drop everything. Come back to life clean, make your statement, and let everybody make their commitment to sit on their own. And for people, whether it's Yomi, not to antagonize African television not to antagonize Yomi, doesn't mean they can't work together, doesn't mean they can't be on the same platform together, and it doesn't mean that they can't disagree or see things in the same way. So until we get up to a position in the League of Men, there will be a lot of misgivings. In the League of Men, even a man can take another man's wife. A man can decide to con another man and run away with his money. And a lot of crazy things can actually happen. But when you get into the League of Gentlemen and you get into the league of our front runners, you end up with people with wisdom who can come together that can put a stop to this, to actually realize that if we are fighting for justice and we are fighting ourselves, that division is not going to allow us to see where we're going. Thank you.
Thank you, IT guy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the work. Hold on, Jack, please.
Can I speak? I've been here.
Hold on. I beg
I'm
you.
just letting
I beg you, Jack. I beg you. Please, Yomi, break the silence. Mr. Yomi Fabi, please put up in the comment section if you would like to come up. They will create a space for you. And I will beseech Lenchi. It will be AfricanTv, Yomi, Madam Monjola, IT guy, and myself. Every other person will drop. Please. Every other person would drop.
And Chairman, sorry, before you go ahead, my question for African television right now to actually broadcast and respond and speak to fellow Nigerians. African television, are you willing to engage with Yomi to put a closure to this matter? That's my question.
I want Yomi to be up so that we can all do that. Don't let us go to green up. That's why I want other persons to drop. It will just be few of us here, and let's see what we can achieve. So, Mr. Yomi, please please come up. I'll beseech you to come up in the name of God. Please just come up. It's going to be well moderated. It's not going to be rowdy. I can promise you that. Please. Okay, Jack, you want to say something? Make it brief, Jack.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm going to make it short, if I can, because I haven't spoken on this issue ever since it's been going on. So I just want to speak now. Good morning, Lenchi, IT guy, chairman, everyone. Yeah, what I just want to say is this. The real issue, we people, we're the real problem. Now, you remember how Baba Mohbad today, everyone is saying, oh, Baba Mohbad, he's not looking for justice, he has done this, oh, he's a monster now. Forgetting that we created a monster. We always do that with our emotion erupting everywhere. We create the monster and then we step back and we're like, say, oh, he's a monster now. Forgetting that you created a monster. How did you create that monster? You created it by your culture of don't question people. You don't want people to be questioned. First of all, before I say this, I will say something. My advice to Mr. AfricanTv, I don't know you, but the thing is this. Look, people don't want to be saved. You don't need to save them. There's a song that says, don't save them. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Don't save people that don't want to be saved. Just do your own thing. Focus on your own thing. Allow people like us who do not have foundation or have nothing to speak. So now, the thing is this. We led Baba Mohbad to where he is today. We created him. Now we are saying, oh, he's a monster. He doesn't want justice. We all queue behind him, telling everyone, don't ask questions. If you ask questions, they call you, they swear for you. Is that how you want to get justice? Have you forgotten that the meaning of justice is actually questionability? Justice means questionability, answerability. You don't want to answer. You don't want to question, and you're looking for justice. You're looking for nothing, my friend. You ain't looking for nothing. Questions, they must come. And people, if you do not have nothing that you hide in, you must be able to answer without feeling any feeling of being castigated. People just use this castigate, what do you call it? They use drag. I don't understand. When has castigation become an offense? Castigation should make society better. Castigation simply means you trying to scrutinize a process, asking questions,
thinking in a question asking mode. That is what makes the process better. Now, we did that to Baba Mohbad. Now he has become whatever he's become, and the whole ship has sunk now. The ship has sunk. It's wrecked. The same thing, the followers of Baba Mohbad, majority of them, they're now supporting another person. I'm not saying what Yomi is doing is bad. It's good if you heard me several times, but there are questions that Shobi has, and people will shut you down even before you even open your mouth. And the question I'm going to ask you guys now is this: what have you even achieved so far? What has he achieved? There are different levels of movement. You can be walking within a circle. It is locomotion. It is locomotion, but it is retrogressive. It is not progressive. It is not progressive. Questions should be asked. When people ask questions, you say they're anti-justice. Is that not insanity, man? Justice is questionability. You're running away from questionability, answerability. How do you get the justice? How do you get it? You can't get it. So it is so wrong for people to be thinking, look, AfricanTv, I don't know him, I don't want to know him. I don't know Yomi, I don't want to know him. But the way people have really bashed this man, talked down on this man, they talk about him as though he's a monster. And people don't even think. Where is our brain? Brain is meant to be used to think. Look, let me tell you something. If you guys don't know how this whole thing started, I was on Supreme Iron Ladies platform.
Jack, don't let us go back to, we've heard all of that. Don't let us go back to that. We are trying, see, if you go to all of those areas, hold on. We all heard this story, so we want to move forward. Please, I want you to advise the two of them. Don't let us go back to.
Okay, let me advise you, right?
Advise the two of them, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my advice now, Mr. AfricanTv, to be honest, please, just do your own thing. Try to do what you can do. I know that you it's only God that can reward you. It's only God that, I don't know what you have gone through, to be honest, but I know you have gone through a lot. Personally, I would never allow myself to go through that. When it's not as if I'm benefiting nothing, and everybody, the world is just castigating you. You don't need that. To be honest, please, to be honest, you don't deserve this. I know you're not anti-justice. You will never be one. But forget about these people. Don't bother what they're saying. All of this 70-30, whatever, don't bother. That's my advice to Mr. AfricanTv. Please, you can just stay away. To be honest, it's gonna do you a lot of good, and it's gonna do your mental a lot of good, and it's gonna make these people go away from you. Leave them, and the end justifies the means. There's something someone always tells me: experience the best teacher. So now that's for AfricanTv. For Mr. Yomi, this is my advice to him. I like what he's doing. The noise is good. But please, let there be peace as well. Let everybody just, all of this petition you guys are writing, it's so unnecessary. Both of you, my big advice to you now is, both of you, please prioritize the justice, the so-called justice, and do not lie to the people. Look, I have my reservation about everybody. I know all the game that is going on, even without being to Nigeria. I don't have to be there. I know everything. Whenever everyone is lying, I know, but I'm just laughing. I'm just like, look, people love they love these things. So let them enjoy it. So please, let there be peace. Let everybody just do their own thing and go your way.
Thank you, Jack. God bless you. Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you. Please, Lenchi, just leave a space for Yomi. Leave that space, please. Just leave a space for Yomi, please. Let's wait for like few minutes, let's say 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And if he doesn't want to come, we can force him not to, But like IT guy said, Mr. AfricanTv, like IT guy said, would you, number one, Sheti Bugbo everybody People have spoken to you, they've spoken to Yomi, we've spoken to everybody. Would you want to take the route of peace, in which I will personally advocate for it, for everyone to shield your sword? Would you love to listen to the voice of the people, the majority voices? Would you want to take that route? Would you want to extend a hand of truce to Yomi if he come up and say, okay, let there be peace? Would you be willing to go that route so that we know what we are doing?
Chairman, respectfully, I'm going to drop after I respond to you, which I'm doing right now. I'm responding to you and I'm going to drop. I'll be in the comment section. I have to attend to other things. I'll be listening. Now, when you say shield your sword, I didn't pull any sword. I did not start a fight. I did not start a fight with anybody. Not with you, not with Yomi. So I
now,
cannot.
when I mean shield your sword is petition, no petition.
Okay, wait now, wait. I know what you mean. Let me explain, please.
Okay.
I know what you mean. I was the one that was petitioned. I was the one that they came to try and bundle in a federal facility. Now, how can you tell me to shield my sword when I'm not the attacker? I'm the defender. Wait, Oga, wait. If you want to hear the truth, don't interrupt. I'm the defender. I'm not the attacker. And if you read your comment section, which I did while I think it was Jack or whoever was talking, Yomi said his enemy, referring to your dearest, we need more support when he goes to prison. You all are here shouting for peace, but the person that you're shouting for peace is still, even in this platform that for me has been 80% or 90% relative to peace. He comes in here and types his enemy will need more support when he goes to prison. You are preaching to the choir. I'm water. My name is Larry Oyinsi Omodia, CEO African Television. I am water. I don't hurt anybody. But if you provoke me, the storm will carry you.
Okay.
If you provoke a thunderstorm, it will swallow you. So if you want peace, you get peace. If you want war, you get Fifth World War. I know they fight, but if I fight, I go know say you started it and on my right. You are preaching peace, but your party is here commenting his enemy will go to prison and he will need support. Make una dey talk to the right people and make una dey talk the truth. Don't preach peace. No, Oga, wait. Don't preach peace to the wrong person.
Hold on now. Okay, listen. I'm not focusing too much on comment section. I really want the person, then Tobawa Luki, let us talk to each other. Let's ignore comment section part, please.
You cannot ignore when the person you're talking about is the one commenting. Did you see me mention anybody's comment? Did you see me?
African Television. Let me just pop in.
No, Lenchi, can you speak to Yomi? Speak to Yomi if he can come up.
No, we do. Let me just quickly. African TV. With due respect, calm down.
Exactly.
No matter what they throw at you, if truly this justice actually pay on doing, because we don't want to waste any time anymore. Anytime that's wasting here, we need to start checkmating ourselves. And I want to hold Mr. Yomi, please. I will just say, can you come up? Anybody to work to see Mr. Yomi, I would have to delete that person from this
place. You will drop, see.
Oh, no. Chef, Teddy, we have understood the game. Ati Moboshen law, then we need to put understanding in between. Àgbàlagbà ni yín o. Understanding no matter. Even tell about them afẹ́ yàwó gan tó bá ń ṣe wèrè ó ní bí èèyàn ṣe máa gbé ọgbọ́n kalẹ̀. Kò jẹ́ pé kò ní da lérú. African TV, please, me fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, calm down. If you go to your fridge, go and get water, cool down. Nǹkan máa yanjú sẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó máa yanjú.
Á yanjú, mo sọ fún yín, kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ lọ tó. Ṣé rí, Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí ó tòrò. Just calm down. Mr. Yomi, just come up, let us, ẹ jẹ́ ká shake basket. Ká gbọn dọ̀tí tó wà nínú ṣòkòtò wa, ká gbọn dànù.
Ká lè rọ́nà lọ.
Ká lè rọ́nà lọ. Ṣé rí, tí eléyìí bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀, tọ́lọ́pàá ń fi tó ń wọlé tó ń jáde, báwo la ṣe fẹ́ gba justice? How can we get justice? Yomi, I love you so much. I love African TV. So, let's say we can't go to your platform. We can't go to this one platform. We need to unite. In control of the justice rule here. Once they try to shake this one, they shake this one. One okay, I'll make mamaja. How long do you want to continue this? In the nearest future, I can chill in your balcony. You can chill in my balcony. But if you continue this thing, at the end of the day, Ashimani Darawa. So what are we fighting for? In control of your show my last. But we need that community. We need to build a community. So please, let's try to shake our body. Happy Easter, Mr. Yomi. Try to shake our body. Happy Easter, Mr. Yomi.
Okay. Faith, you wanted to say something, Faith?
Me first now. Good morning.
Okay, Papa, hold on. Faith has been here before you.
Chairman. Ẹ ṣeun gan ni sir. Ọlọ́run àtọ́nà àwọn ìṣe, and so is Lenchi. Unfortunately, he has dropped. I wanted to talk to him, but I believe he said he was going to the...
Hold on, Faith. Mr. Yomi Fabayi, thank you. Ọlọ́run àtọ́nilé àti ọ̀nà ìṣe. Thank you so much for sticking to the request. Thank you. Please, if you're on this panel, please, I don't want to be rude to anybody. I don't want to be rude. I will have asked Lenchi to drop Pizumo, Faith, and Apapa.
Thank you.
But I don't
want break silence. Good morning, boss.
But I don't want to be rude. So if you want to remain on this platform, please don't speak.
Please, my drop, my worry.
Please drop them. Faith, drop. Apapa, drop.
Yes, sir.
No
problem, sir.
Me, also green up. Faith, you can drop as well.
No problem, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Faith. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's so honored that but thank you for honoring that request. John. Mommy Mojo, Madam Mounjola, please come up. Madam Mounjola, please come up, please. Madam Mounjola, please come up. Lenchi, if you can off your comment section, please.
Okay.
Off the comment section, please. Madam Mounjola, thank you for coming. Thank you. African TV, please take your water and come up as well. Okay? Take your water.
I don't want to. I'm not going to stand here. I'm not. I'll go down, please.
Okay. Don't worry. You know, African TV have already explained everything.
Let's do it in accordance to how Mr. Yomi feels, please.
Yeah, no. Hold on. The way African TV has explained at the beginning, I want Mr. Yomi to explain his own. Because because we gave our African TV 1 hour and he explained everything. I'm standing in the middle now, but Muferi Ashiri and I know what is happening.
Same here.
So, Mr. Yomi, please, I give you the platform. Take over. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. First and foremost, no matter who anybody is, no matter where you belong, you must always tilt towards peace. Everybody wants peace. And we are doing everything because we want to be happy. Yeah. And that is The only reason I have stayed in here and said, okay, no matter who likes or who doesn't like me, one or two persons who believe in the message of peace should be able to hear me as well. And sometimes peace does not necessarily mean I am sorry. It could mean setting the record straight or trying to prove, a proper and fair trial and judgment. Now, this justice from Mohbad started right from September 12th, 2023. And right from that day, I have been advocating for justice from Mohbad. And I think on the 15th or 16th of September 2023, I called for a protest. And I wrote and tagged even the government of Lagos State, the police, the top echelon in the police. I wrote to the governor of Lagos State that we're going to be having a serious protest that is going to be, that even NSAS is a dress rehearsal. That if the governor of Lagos State does not be the lead investigator in this matter and get the body exhumed and all of that. And everybody was talking in the same direction. And I pasted my return ticket. Now, look, Governor, I'm to return to Nigeria on the November 2023. I'm on a world tour. You guys can see my ticket. I'm not supposed to post my ticket. But I'm returning to Nigeria in the next 2-3 days. If the writing is not done, and there will never be October 1st celebration. And trust me, go and look at 2023. All the governors, most of the governors, they shelved that celebration that time. Because I said we're going to be walking straight into where they're having the celebration. Any October 1st celebration, we're going to be walking straight there and we'll stop it and we'll disrupt it. It became a serious concern. So that is the beginning of my journey in justice for Mohbad. And it got to a point, Iyabo Ojo came in, Tonto Dike came in, and they were screaming almost the same thing. I'm like, okay, fine, good. Me and Iyabo have had a serious fight before. People see us as rivals. But for the sake of justice and peace, since she has said, oh, my NGO is going to do this and that, I know she has Pinky Foundation or something. It's not for human rights. But she brought some people together and said, our NGO. Okay, no problem. And the commissioner of police called them. I said, you guys should not protest. I said, good. If she's there, then let me just allow her to be. I don't want me coming in, she doing her thing, I do my thing, and then there will be rivalry. And people will not focus on justice. They will be looking at what is Yomi saying. Who is in Yomi's camp? Who is in Yabo's camp? I don't want that for justice movement. Let me stay in the background. And then we had a huge walkout. Everybody came out, different states, everywhere. I came out where I was in the US. And then I keep posting all other places. Like, get this boy exhumed. And they said they will exhume him, and to God be the glory, he was exhumed. And I was following up, through to the time that even there was a time Umi was trying to speak against the Baba that he doesn't have right, and a lawyer came up and said, I said no. I had to quickly come up and give up a public stuff. And if you Google it now, you'll see then when I spoke in defense of the Baba in terms of the DNA. Being a popular person and actor, if you speak like that, it will always attract, media attention. They know I am doing all these things. I don't know anything, whether it's going on TikTok. I wasn't on TikTok. I don't go to TikTok. I've never been on TikTok. I don't see anything coming from there. I don't hear anything. But during that time, there is Lagata and one other lady. As a matter of fact, there is this lady, Temi. She lives in Canada. She's one of the major persons that will always say, Mr. Yomi, come on TikTok to support us. Come on TikTok. You have many people to educate. I said, I don't do TikTok. And lo and behold, it got to a stage. Now fast forward to the Corona inquest. When I realized that things were going down, so many things were happening. Karimo, who had abused me at some point, she's now turning back to say, oh yeah, this is this. Oh, Mr. Yomi, you fought Mohbad. You did this. I said, what's all this stuff? Even at the coroner inquest that I'm observing, there is no evidence being brought before the coroner court. And I look at the little experience I have, and I look at the political solutions that sometimes they use the coroner inquest to do. I said, with the look of things, with the activities and body languages of everything I'm saying, the coroner inquest will not do what they want it to do. They just want to use the coroner inquest to achieve a particular aim. So I said, at this point, I was on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter then, said, I'm going to be storming the coroner court. So that when we eat the polity, the judge will know that, hey, you might not know that they staged this coroner inquest for a purpose. We are not accepted. Do the right thing. And when I moved the motion to protest in front of the coroner court, people now started calling me to say, come on TikTok, come on TikTok, come on TikTok. I said, then Lagata said, don't worry, I will teach you. Please, you have a panel session there. You'll be able to educate, you'll get people to support whatever you're doing. And, I said, okay, no problem. I will break my rule. I came on TikTok. At that point, things were going well. People were like, I will support you. I said, I don't want money. I'm not here because of money. I just want to support the public. As a matter of fact, at that early stage, they said, they will give you gift. I said, I'm not here for gift. Nobody should even give me gift. Now, fast forward. We all saw what happened. I went into that estate. I need to go in there. I don't know Mohbad's estate. Nobody invited me into the estate. Nobody told me how to get into the estate. I used my fame and everything to say, okay, guys, I have to go into this estate. And I look for the street. Let me do my own fact finding. I noticed a CCTV in close proximity to Mohbad's house. But then, I'm not a private investigator. What I thought I was doing is to call out the police and tell them that this is what you have not done. These are the gray areas. I didn't know whether there is a team set up. I don't know whether there is an NGO doing anything. I don't know anything. I'm just like, this is the gray area. Look at this particular CCTV. They need to approach this person because this CCTV will capture those that come into Mohbad's house and go. And then we can't be looking for direct evidence in homicide case. A good person will know that, circumstantial evidence are even sometimes stronger than direct evidence. If we look at that neighbor CCTV, everybody that will enter into Mohbad's house, even if it's a dwarf, that camera will capture. It will show time and the day the person came in. And I approached the neighbor of the house. And the man obliged me. I played the video yesterday. And the man said, I introduced myself, what I wanted to do. And the man said, okay, I'm coming downstairs. And the man opened the door. I stopped there. And I went into the house of the man with one mind, that God save me. And when I got into the house, the man told me, I asked him why I'm here. And the man told me what he actually captured. And the moment he began to notice movement and all of that, I'm saying, wow. And then he said everything I said, I can even show you on my icon. I said, showing me is not as important as we lifting it up legally so that it can be used in the coroner court and then probably in the trial court. If you just show me, I'm not a credible witness and it won't really fly. Said, if I'm going to give it to you then you have to come up with a court order. That means the police will have to approach him. And then I said, that would be perfect. I need to run along. Let me quickly go and do that. That was why, because I believe that me sitting down to watch a movie, when within 48 hours, we can lift it. And then if we lift it and it's lifted properly, even a copy can be given to me to study at my own leisure. But for me to sit in somebody's house and be looking into a whole CCTV from morning till evening is a high risk for me, especially when people knew I was already in that area. And I went about to say, okay, let me say this to the family and the legal team. Nobody gave me audience. I got so tired. I'm like, why are you people not listening to me? I don't know this area. I don't know these people, but I've got credible information. Lift this up. All these stories that are telling you at the coroner inquest is on Tuesday, is on Monday. I was not there. You will see clearly everybody, and then the record will be set straight. And lo and behold, attack began coming in. Now, fast forward. I have to fast forward because I don't want to bore you guys. Now, When I noticed nothing was being done, I was asked to give the power of attorney of Baba Mohbad this credible information, which eventually I was forced to give to him. I gave it to him, thinking that something tangible will be done. The lawyers are going to go there because they said they don't want to work with the police to go and get the CCTV, the court order. And then at the end of the day, the next thing, Mr. Fabayi said, Mr. Yomi, this is the person that will be going to the neighbor. Please work with him. I said, okay, I'll be available. And then the person began to speak with me. When he got there, I directed him. He got to the place. He pressed the buzzer. I said, don't go home. You need to, if he's not responding, maybe he's going to work. Stay around and come in the morning. And sir, I have another person in Mohbad's estate who has given me idea of a central CCTV. That, okay, the person that installed Mohbad's CCTV installed our own CCTV and few others. But the person what will always help you to get access into Mohbad's CCTV in a backup storage. I said, oh, perfect. I said, now, this is a lady's number. Contact her. She might also be of help. She had tried to help before. She was threatened and she backed off. Please, this is her number. And then the next thing, that man that Mr. Fabayi sent got the number from me and used that number to act into a database that I don't know of, and then extracted the lady's personal information and start threatening her and myself with it. And I'm like, what? So you are not a lawyer. You are not looking for CCTV. And then I had to quickly inform the police, and then they began their investigation. And fast forward again, I wrote a petition to the AIG. We got court order to go into Mohbad's house. We got court order to lift the CCTV in the man's house. And then we set time to come and lift it up. We lifted the CCTV. But before then, they have already exposed the man. They posted his house picture. The bookie, the lady bookie, posted the picture. In between all of this Mr. Larry kept castigating me, ridiculing me, saying all sort of things. Having explained all this, and I'm like, if this person is an NGO on human rights, tearing down another NGO is out of place. It's even a taboo. You can't be doing this, but I never responded to him. When it now got to a stage that the 3 seconds video now surfaced, I wrote a petition to Panti. I was expecting response. I was communicating with Panti. The next thing, they started calling the petition. It's love letter. Is this one? Is that one? I said, look at these people. When you write your petition and give an insight, and then you have your evidence will speak more for you. I ignored. Then he started giving me ultimatum that if I don't release the 3 seconds video or for them to see, he will petition me. That's people's trust. As at that time, I am legally and duty bound to release such information to the police, which I have done. And he keep making me look like I have done something wrong, that I will do this, he will do this, he will do that. I said, oh, what's all this nonsense? And they begin to say all sort of nonsense about the old stuff. By the time I said, okay, Adura came out, blah, 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 stuff, I said, I'm going to be doing a press conference with regards to this, just to get reaction and, put the right pressure. Before I could say Jack Robinson, he wrote to Panti, and they told him, yes, there is a petition already on ground. This man got to know that there is a petition on ground. He switched again. Oh, we are hard. There's a petition we wrote to Panti. I'm like, if you are writing to support what an NGO, the job of somebody, your tone will be, we are willing to support this person. Not that you are going to be speaking as if you are the main actor in that particular case. I am the one that they wanted to defraud. They brought the information to me. I've taken the right step. You condemn all the steps I've taken. Now that you've tried to verify, you realize that it is true that the petition actually existed. When you have already said petition at water, in a love letter, you've condemned and castigated. I can't do that to any NGO. At the end of the day, you realized all this, then you, instead of you to even take your time to say, we are willing to support or we are doing, he started going around saying, oh, we have written to the Guinea government, and they started issuing press statements. The next thing, I said we're going to be having our press conference on the 15th of January. The next thing I saw is that this man quickly put up a press conference. And I'm like, who does this? I kept quiet. I kept my cool. Like, well, it's a good thing. They are giving the whole stuff publicity. No problem. And I kept on. Then I was conversing with the police auntie. I was communicating with them. Then the next thing, I was given an appointment on the 14th of January. My own press conference is on the 15th. I need to do a setup on the 14th in the evening. And they said I should come. Okay. I said, okay, no problem. I'll come to Panti. So when the officer called me, I said, I have a setup on the 14th. Is this something that we can discuss on the phone? He said, no, it's all right. The only thing he wants is, how can they get Damola's address? That's why they want me to come, so that when we discuss on how they will get the address and how to go and arrest him. I said, that's very easy now. I don't know Damola. I don't know where he lives. I have supplied his number, but you can speak to your officer in command. He must have written his address in a statement form. That they will. Oh, he said, perfect. I said, do I still need to come again? He said, no. I said, okay, thank you so much. I'll see you guys when next you need me. And that was it. I never knew African TV was waiting in Panti because he thought I would be there. Meanwhile, on that same day, he had planned another press conference. And I went about my own duty and my own stuff. The next thing, the African TV went to do a press conference again. To the public, I am disappointed in Yomi Fabayi. The police invited him. He did not come. And a lot of people, why did the police call you? You did not come. And you claim you are seeking justice. I said, why is this man passing wrong information about what I am doing? These things are not okay. What is this man trying to achieve? I ignored it. I went about with my own press conference. I didn't respond. I did my own press conference and I was just focused on the goal. As if that would be the end. In the course of investigation, Adura came in. He gave information, credible information about Zomo and all of that stuff. And the police said, we need to bring in Wumi and Zomo, and then the Damola of a guy. Invitation was sent out. They did not respond to it for a long time. And then I said, what is the next? The police said, we're going to be getting a warrant of arrest, knowing fully well that all these things I have to mobilize for it. They went to court. They got a warrant of arrest that since she refused to come, then they will pick her anyway. For her to come and not to run away. Because the moment I started talking about the Zomo, Wumi, I believe, will know that somebody has given a very serious information. Because that Zomo, nobody ever talked about him at all. It took that great effort to get that information out of Adura. And then the woman began media tour and all of that. So for her not to escape or for her to just to smoke her out so that she can respond to the invitation, I had to put up my own caution that nobody should make attempt to run from this border. Nobody should make attempt to run from airport. The police, they are aware of whoever has a warrant of arrest, that you must respond to police invitation. Everybody has got their own tactics and way of advocating or putting pressure when you are doing your own stuff. Everything still boils down to the fact that I want the police, I want whoever that has a case to answer to respond. And the next thing, what I saw is this Mr. African TV going to people that doesn't really like me and then is castigating. How can you say there is a warrant of arrest? Police have arrest card. Is a lie. This guy is just, he was using a lot of derogatory languages. And then the next thing this man did, he asked me just to put me and ridicule me again, that I should publish a warrant of arrest that is issued by a judge to police, an official document. How does that correlate? Which NGO, which reasonable person will ask an individual, a civilian, to publish such on social media? I said, now this is for the second time. This is getting out of hand. And that was the first time I was going to respond to him. And I said, I came on a show like this. I don't know. I can't remember the show I went to. I think of Paparino. I said, I'm going to be giving you the IPO's number. Normally, I am never meant to release the details of the IPO because we have so many rivalry factions there. I said, I've sent the number of the IPO to you. Please do yourself a due diligence. Go to that place. They will show you everything you want as a member of the voting public. And I said, I'll be waiting for you. In that vein, because of all these dirty moves, criminal moves, I have to scrutinize. Is this person really an NGO? Does he have reasonable board of trustees? Does he have people really advising him to do things? This is looking like a fraud, like a con star. This can be an NGO on human rights. You can't be an activist and then realize that he has actually been flying a fake NGO, because the name he has been parading, Larry Omodia Justice for Clinical Foundation, could have been given to another person. And if the name is not been approved and given certified to say this is your registration number, by law you are not meant to even act with it. The only thing you can do is to use the name to say I want to apply. He went about, he has written to the AIG, he had written to Commissioner of Police, he has written that we are a registered and certified human rights organization. He confirmed it when he knows that it's a statement of lie. That is a serious perjury, forgery, and a criminal offense. I'm like, oh, can you imagine? I wonder, no wonder this man has been acting this way. He doesn't even understand what this thing is all about. He's just been impersonating, acting, playing the role he is not meant to play. It's a serious criminal offense. Because if you can fly with a name that is not approved and registered, then why is there CAC? If you can use it to engage court, engage public institution, then nobody needs registration again. I said, okay, for that reason, for his cyber stalking, all the criminal offense, because he kept pushing himself as an obstacle to getting to the real perpetrator of the crime. And then in between that, he came online and said, I'm willing to work with Mama Mohbad, I'm willing to work with Yomi. And then we got to know he's been making effort to go to AIG's office with Mohbad, knowing fully well that we cannot get justice without passing through Adura. Adura knows something or did something. And I said, this is the height of it. And I wrote a petition that I want him to be investigated. They invited him, and I told it to his face when he came to Zone 2. I said, I am going to be petitioning you. And he said, I don't know. I said, I will be petitioning you. I live in Abeokuta. Just because of your shenanigan, I have to spend money and time to come to Zone 2 to come and wait for you, because now you have seen all the warrants of arrest. I said, I'll be petitioning you, and I did the same, and he left. And the police invited him that there is a official complaint against you, come and answer to them. He refused to show up. He kept hiding for almost about 15 days. The next thing this man did was to write lies against me, cook up stories, and wrote to Alagbon. I never knew he was the one. So by the time I went to Alagbon, I realized he was the one. I said, oh, really? They called him to come that day. He didn't show up. I wrote my statement, and I was granted bail on self-recognition. I said, I will need to see the end of this. And I told the police officers in Alagbon, I said, one thing is this, I have come here, I've honored you. Do you know that this man has a case? He has been invited in Zone 2, AIG's office. He refused to show up. Now you have invited me here, and now I got to know he's the one. I will answer to all the questions, allegations here. If you eventually notice or conclude that they were actually false information, I don't accept sorry. You must turn the charges against him. I have started, and I will not joke with this. I don't care if it's Alagbon, if it's AIG office. I will not take no. And I said, okay, no problem. I told them. They fixed another date. He came over. I brought all the necessary documents. He asked them, he said, oh, they should investigate me. I have committed a crime. My NGO is inactive. I brought everything. As a matter of fact, I had to upload all my annual returns so that the inactive will go away from my status on CAC. I brought the bank statement of my NGO. I said, investigate everything. Everything. He must have been told. He is here. I brought everything. And then they asked us to come. I said, and I informed them that he has been flying with a fake NGO. The next thing, they gave us the next time to come again, which is the third time. He didn't show up. But that second time, the police were going to arrest him from zone 2. He was shaking. Third time, he didn't show up at all. The next thing, he now filed fundamental human rights in a court in Otta. He sued the police. He sued myself that they should tell the police not to investigate him or arrest him on criminal allegation, that it is persecution. And I said, good. Since you have called for war, let's go on. No problem. We have to be in that court, and the judge will be able to tell him. He went to the same judge. The judge will be able to tell him straight, young man, with the evidence before me, you need to go and answer to those questions. And that is where we are now. While we were in that Alagbo, I forgot to add, he was even saying they should arrest Yomi. They said what he said. I want him to be arrested because I was in the justice for Mohbad before him. He came in, he took over everything. He was lying about the CCTV. I'm like, what? Come to zone 2 so that they will show you. They've shown you the efforts we've made on the CCTV. And then you still went about to say all that. Now, the case is already in court. We have a court sitting on the 22nd of May. 22nd of May, we have a court sitting. So he wants the court to say that the judge should rule that they should not arrest him, that they should not investigate him. And he has called me and he has sued the police. The AIG is coming with their legal team. They are preparing their stuff to say, okay, no problem. And my own legal team, my lawyers are also coming to defend and say, Judge, this man has committed serious crime and he needs to go and be investigated and he must answer for his crimes. So that is the situation now. So me, I can't be bantering words with him. He has done so many. I didn't do anything. He lied. I said I defamed him by saying he wanted to go with Mohbad to the AIG's office. I said, why do you want to go to AIG's office with Mohbad when our NGO is asking that they should investigate his son? Why are you doing the counter thing that we are doing? Must you destroy the work we are doing? I think it was the same day that chairman and he kept on denying that. Why will I say that I've defamed him? I said, and the commissioner of police in Alagbo told the police officers that, how does that relate to defamation? And I said, Alagbo fura won no. They must institute charges against him. What is Alagbo, you know? So if at this point now, he doesn't want Alagbo that he went to complain to charge him to court. He doesn't want AIG to charge him to court. Sorry for somebody who has maligned. When he was doing all this, nobody was talking to him. Thank
you, Mr. Yomi. Thank you. Thank you so much, at least for obliging this small panel for you to give you your spot to speak, and you are really spoken. But before we go ahead, I would like to